People of Reddit who survive on less than 8 hours of sleep, how? Hatred and the need to pay bills. Step 1. Ignore all the cries for help your body releases. Step 2. There is no step 2. Hate myself, decide I'm going to bed earlier tonight, fail, repeat. I have a coworker who is a cleaner in a psych hospital who is 50, only works nights and says she only sleeps 3 or 4 hours a day. Don't know how she does it. I remember one time in my life where I woke up feeling fully refreshed and I've never forgot that moment ever since. I usually get somewhere between 5 to 7 hours sleep. There is a constant feeling of tiredness, but at some point you just learn to ignore it or get used to it and carry on. Research revealed that around 3% of people are what is known as sleepless elite, meaning they can function perfectly normally on as little as 3 to 5 hours of sleep. It's an everyday superpower that I wish I had. Sadly, my mother seems to have the gene but not me. End number X200b. Better question is, who out there is actually getting 8 hours of sleep? 6 or 7 is good enough for me. I feel fine with that much sleep. Adapt. Improvise. Overcome. Slowly die of exhaustion. Nicotine, caffeine, and hate. Sunlight is like caffeine in my veins. Caffeine. When you work 12-hour shifts with an hour commute, you don't have much of a choice. Team 6 to 7 hours here. It's totally normal for some people. LOL. Ladies of Reddit, what's the weirdest thing a guy has done during sex? I have issues with getting cramps down there during sex that make it painful for both of us. I can't really control it, it just happens, but it gets worse when I actively think about it. During one of these moments, my boyfriend randomly started asking me math problems and random trivia questions while thrusting. I was super confused and caught off guard, but whoops, cramp was gone. A random math problem during sex is now our secret weapon against vaginal cramps. HS/college boyfriend got a bloody nose while on top. He asks me in the middle, "Are you bleeding?" Wait, am I bleeding? Hey, I'm bleeding. It was pretty funny. Put on the WII music soundtrack. It was so quiet at first I didn't realize. We stopped to switch positions and I heard it. I was like, is that? He just shushed me and pushed my face back into the pillow. It was honestly hilarious. Just remembered, one night stand with a very handsome guy who was in town working on a movie shoot. We ended up in his hotel. Made out. He stood up after a while, took off his clothes, gestured down at his penis and said, "So, what y'all think?" Bad news, hey. I was baffled, because it was a very standard, totally normal, perfectly fine, jauntily erect penis. Nothing wrong with it at all. We got past that, and we were laying on the bed and making out some more, when he stopped suddenly. Then he put one hand at the back of my head and the other one on my forehead, and with this intense look of concentration, he squeezed my head really hard for a few seconds. Then goes right back to kissing me. I thought, hey, that was odd, oh well, and kept going, but in another minute or so, he did it again. Stop, stare intently, squeeze my head. After 3 head squeezes I made an excuse and noped out of there. My partner said tip of the penis to ya in an Irish accent as he was going in and started laughing so hard at his own joke he lost his erection. I had a guy ask me, and I quote, "Are you ready to do this on a regular basis?" The formality nearly made me die of laughter. Weird, but I liked it. He was so attuned that he copied all of my moans and noises, just exactly the way I was doing them, as I was doing them. Humped my upper thigh and finished and asked me how it was. After he came he immediately started doing pull-ups in the doorway next to us. Guy foamed at the mouth when he came. Really bizarre, but I'm glad he was happy, lol. He removed my real glasses while making out only to make me wear a fake pair of glasses that resembled my actual glasses whilst I went down on him. My husband and I lost our virginity to each other. When we first started having sex he had this really weird fucking habit of laughing menacingly when he came. I guess at some point I joined him and we'd laugh like villains during sex. I wonder what my family thought was happening in my bedroom. When I got on top he said, "Welcome aboard." It's not what he did, but what he said. "I'm going to fill your baby box." I cringe to this day thinking about it. Surprise ice cube in my butthole. Video killed the radio star. What did the internet kill? Not being able to remember that guy from that thing. Encyclopedias. The mail order catalog. This was a huge means of buying goods, especially in rural areas, or ordering niche items that normally aren't stocked in stores. Probably privacy. Realistic expectations of success. Internet killed the magazine porn. Newspapers. Magazines. Blockbuster. Maps. I have never used a tangible map since internet and phones. Attention span. My faith in humanity. Deleted. Mail, not email but good old-fashioned letter mail. The only kinds of letters I get now are bills and other shit I don't want. Edit. Wow, thanks for the upvotes guys, girl, or what else is out there. This is the most I have ever gotten on a post, smiley face. The internet killed shame. Nothing is shameful anymore, it's all just monetized and fed to people, from TikTok and YouTube videos, to 4chan and Reddit subs, to the very incel-laden dark alleys of the web. Nothing killed personal shame like the internet. We get to see the worst of humanity at our fingertips 24/7.